Ahangama town.
Beach villa was in between Ahangama to the west and Mirissa to the east, and right along the main road. So we walked both ways, and of all the places we stayed in Sri Lanka, this was our favorite area. The accommodation was not our favorite, but the location was awesome.
At Ahangama, we stay at
Cove Beach House. Is where we stayed. It's since been renamed several times to Ceylon Villa, Ceylon Beach House as of today, so who knows. It seems like they're either trying to avoid some bad reviews that came in or something. They keep rebranding. I don't know what the purpose of that is, but it has been renamed several times since. The people that hosted it were nice. The room was extremely Spartan, and it was the most expensive place we stayed on the trip, so we were expecting like really an intimate hosting experience, you know, based on the cost, because we really stayed at some nice places and the cost of the other places was quite reasonable. This place was very expensive, and our room was a wooden bed that was high and uncomfortable. There was no refrigerator in the room. There was like, you know, if we wanted water, we had to like walk through their house and go and find the kitchen and request it. The breakfast was like a piece of toast and a piece of fruit. It was really super Spartan. I felt like we were paying a lot of money for nothing, and it was inconvenient because it was right on the road, and they have this big gate, and every time you had to come and go to do anything, go to the beach, you had to walk along the road, and they locked you out. You know, they didn't give you a key, and then when you came back, you had to like bang and ring a bell, and sometimes there was someone there, sometimes there wasn't, and then someone had to like find you, and you might have to wait 10 minutes. It was pretty much like a hosting screw up. It was not a good Airbnb experience.
Hello, we are at the cove in Ahangama in Sri Lanka. We just came from the jungle beach, so let's see the beach here. It's really nice, but I can't open the door here, so I have to go to this door because the lock is like so high for me to reach there. But it's really nice because we can hear the wave here from the window here. Well, the place was nice actually. It's a big place. The room was big, but there's nothing in there. Just a bed and a bathroom.
And the bathroom sucked. It was super dark and uncomfortable, and it smelled. It was like mildew.
The view was nice, right on the beach, but you couldn't really get to the beach from the villa. You had to walk. They had like some kind of secret pathway to get there, but it's just so like low, and he's gonna hit all the leaves walking to the beach. So we just walk out from the gate on the back through the road to get to the beach. But that was easier.
Yeah, walking on the secret pathway to the beach was sort of like Gollum in Lord of the Rings, like going through a cave. Like you were literally crawling on all fours behind a hedge of sharp, like prickly bushes that were poking you, and the rocks were all sharp and uneven and dangerous and slippery, and if you slipped, you were literally going to kill yourself. And it went on for like 300 meters like that. I mean, it wasn't like a short little thing. Our hosts were nice people. They need a lot of hospitality training if they're going to run a true bed and breakfast experience. The couple, the guy was a white guy and the girl was Sri Lankan. Her dad was staying there at the time, and her dad was a lovely man, and he was the nicest part of the villa because we got to talk to him, and he was extremely friendly and knowledgeable. He had traveled, and he was much like the fact that he just happened to be there. He was the host. Realistically, like had it not been for her father being there, I would give them a complete thumbs down. The beach there was okay. The visibility wasn't great, and there was a really, really powerful rip current. So if you went out just a little too far, it would literally just pull you somewhere. We don't know where, how far, but you definitely didn't want to get stuck in it. I'd say the snorkeling was not great. Visibility not being great, and there was a lot of rocks. Jammy wound up getting sort of pushed up onto the rocks because the rip current sort of sucked her into like a little cave, and she basically couldn't get down. You know, it took her a while to like navigate around. It was not the best place for snorkeling. So, you know, if you're planning on staying around, you know, Ahangama beach area and looking at that cove for snorkeling, probably not the best place.
We were so impressed, that town. It was super local. There were a lot of restaurants, a lot of shops, really local style. We just enjoyed that area so much.
It was like really very little tourist activity around. People were passing through it, but no one was stopping there. They were all on their way to Mirissa, basically. So there was buses full of tourists going by, nobody stopping there, and it was really awesome dealing with just local Sri Lankan people. Very, very friendly, super, super cheap prices on everything, like unbelievably cheap. If you wanted to buy textiles, like, you know, like a beach wrap or something, it was very cheap. And the food was super delicious and almost unbearably cheap. It was really a good experience, for sure.
Hi, we just came here for lunch. I don't know what's the name of the restaurant because we just walked past and then we saw it's probably going to be a nice view. So we ordered rice with curry and vegetable noodles. So you want to see how does it look like?
So this is rice. This is some kind of green beans, lentils. I don't know what's that, but something with it. Potatoes, and we get some kind of chili paste here, some kind of spicy stuff. That's good. And this is the chicken nuggets for the dog, our dog friends. Hey, one more, honey? No. Mr. Dog. No, I don't want it.
He's like, all right, if you insist.
Okay, I'll name you. You are Sam.
This dog is so like calm, and when the cars were going by, he was barking and chasing them away from us. It was so funny.
No, when you try to cross, he just like try to cross with you.
Wow, look at this noodle.
Oh my god, looks so good. Alright, this is vegetable noodles, and they've been good. I
it's so
really like
big.
I know, everything is so big. We're gonna have really big lunch, but it's okay.
Here, you take some rice.
Okay, let's start with some of these lentils. Some green beans. Potatoes.
I'm gonna let you test everything, and I'll decide what I want.
And some kind of mysterious green stuff here.
Let's taste it. Green bean is good. Lentil is good. Green stuff is pretty good too. They're all pretty good. Should try it. And I like this spoon for noodles. Look at it.
So I can get each flavor and see what
Yes.
it's about. This one just tastes like fresh and green. Something green. This one tastes like Indian, like what we know as Indian. Has a little heat to it behind the sweetness. This one really good.
Try green bean. Green bean also so good. They're all spicy though.
Yeah, this lentil with the curry has some real heat that's following it. It comes on very sweet at first.
Green bean has it like
The green bean almost tastes like it has like a pesto to it. Good. Everything good.
When you walk around town, if you get so tired of walking, you can just take tuk-tuk back.
Yeah, the tuk-tuk are everywhere. They're cheap and they're friendly and they seem very dependable. We took them a few times. The guys were all really nice. You know, no one tried to scam us or charge us anything ridiculous.
the tuk-tuk driver.
On that note, if you need to travel further and you want to get anywhere, we discovered very quickly that the taxis suck. The taxis are expensive, and one of them didn't show up on us at all. Like, we booked it and it just didn't show up, which was really uncool because we had to check out and we're just like sitting there waiting, you know. The way to travel if you're going by car is to get the Pick Me app. Pick Me app in Sri Lanka is awesome. The Pick Me drivers are much more dependable. The price is like 1/3 what the taxi charges, and it's just an all-around better experience. The car is going to be nicer, everything. So it's very much like Uber or Grab, wherever you might be in the world. It's basically that, but it's called Pick Me, and it's the way to go if you have to travel, say, farther in Sri Lanka and you don't want to take the bus or the train.
We learned to be careful when you walk on the street. All those buses, when they drove,
They're kamikaze buses. They go by at like 200 miles an hour, and if they're just leaning out of the lane a little bit, they will like practically run you over. So yeah, be careful.
It's a racing bus.